Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sector 1 Sim Racing. Tonight we are at Sainte-Croix B, round 5 for the Sector 1 Sim Racing Next Level Championship. Joining me in the box tonight will be Lucas. How are you, Lucas?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I kind of muffled up the start there and couldn't bring it back. So, how's your day been?
Yeah, pretty quiet actually. Down here in Tassie, so nice quiet night here at the moment. A little bit chilly, but we'll live with it.
She's just starting to cool down in Brisbane, so. Also joining us in the box tonight will be, for the first time, aka Mankini, Brent. How are you?
Good evening, Troy. Good evening, Lucas. Good evening, everyone on stream as well. Yeah, it's a bit halfway. I meet you halfway between Tassie and Brisbane, up here in the border of New South and Vic. It's cold, but we're in the nice French area of Sainte-Croix and home of Deeds Racing. Let's get into it.
So we've got a couple of things to go through tonight. We have a really close top end in the points between both the M6 and the M4. I think you want to ramble off a few little things there, Brent, before we started qualifying.
Yeah, so first things first, we've got a couple of birthday boys in the S1 field, so competing tonight in the M4, Jimmy Superfly, happy birthday, buddy, and also a big happy birthday goes to our good friend Womble, team owner at Red Mist Racing. Hope you're doing well, buddy, enjoy the green beacons. Second, it's a bit sickening to be honest that I'm saying this, but the third birthday of CP Motorsports, happy birthday to them, but they have done a fantastic new livery. It just looks incredible. It's wonderful to see, and you guys are going to love it. Made by our very own stickers. And last but not least, if you guys kept an eye on our socials, on our Facebook and on the LLRC, RCLL Instagrams as well, they've got a major new sponsor. Looking absolutely forward to you guys seeing this one because it's a big, big get that Magnet will be running. So, yeah, let's get stuck in and have a look around.
Sounds good to me. What are we looking at in the M4 room? We got the Ghost off a pretty good race last round, even though he had to drop back to Group B because he missed out on Group A. And we also seen a good race in the actual Group A race. So I think tonight's going to be pretty well. Everyone's going to be going at everyone because we get that tight in the points up the top now. So everyone's just going to be trying everything to get the extra points.
Yeah, for Ghost as well, he's well and truly in the title fight despite missing Group B, the Group A race last week. He's only 14 points behind, and that is still a close gap to make up. Also, just keeping an eye on the bottom side of things as well with you got Streetle Juice and Sandman who are on the bubble as well. A couple of drivers in Group B are still looking to make that big impression just to get into Group A, really make themselves known that they'll fight. They don't care about the championship, but yeah, there's 4 guys in this field that really do want this gold. So it's going to be exciting to see what happens because Sainte-Croix is just full of drama, surprises, and plenty of action.
And it's going to be a big strategy call, I think, tonight because there's a lot of slipstreaming that'll happen. And I don't know if you want to be out in front, but if you are out in front, you want to be a nice, smooth, fast driver to pull the gap and not be slipstreamed. But anyway, we got
Exactly.
TJ running up the front in points. He's on, in Team 53. Give me 1 second. There we go. So TJ's sitting on 104 points. Chuck slowly but surely catching his way back up to TJ. I think Chuck had a bit of a bad round last round and maybe dropped a couple of points, but he's sitting in second on 102. Superfly's still there in third position on 95 points. Ghost in fourth on 90, and Stickers rounds out the top 5 on 87 points. So it is pretty tight up the top, and it's going to be one good finish to the season, I think.
We've got the Nürburgring coming up shortly as well, which is going to be. We know what that's like for history in Sector 1. It has been a championship-defining round. We've seen pain, pleasure, everything at that round. So this is a critical setup for that round.
What's it look like over in the M6s, Lucas? Pretty tight as well?
Yeah, yeah, no, the couple of test starts we've had so far tonight, the cars have been within like a second or so across the line. So a lot of, especially with the big GT3 cars with their massive aero advantage too. So you slip into the slipstream and it makes a huge difference to the car. There's a lot of four wide action coming down at the end of the main straight on the run into Croissant. So there's going to be some excellent racing tonight, I think. And there's probably 5 or 6 guys who are in with the sniff to take the race win tonight. So really excited to watch them map it.
Well, we will be getting to that race later, but I think we can get a hold of the qualifying now for the M4 and get that underway. But after this race, we'll certainly be heading over to the M6s and the next level M6s. But let's concentrate on the M4s for now while qualifying starts.
Alright boys, get after it. I'll talk to you shortly.
Too easy. I'm just going to jump into a car, then we can get into some action. Alright, here we go. So, at the moment, we are in with TJ, so wait till they cross the first sector line and the players will start sorting themselves out. Alright, Shiza VF. Mr. Bumcrack. Alright, so up in first out of the gates we have Mr. Bumcrack in the Auto 1 livery for Ragged Edge Racing. And the new sponsor with a new flash livery for Lucky's Lawn Care is the Autobahn. Looking great.
Massive congratulations to those guys for getting that over the line. Huge.
Jimmy Superfly for Erebus for the F Grip Racing goes to second of the Auto 1 entries for Ragged Edge Racing. Followed up by Dadson in 5th. The Bacchus Breweries. Kazi 1 in 6th for Deeds Brewing.
Bang, I'm keeping an eye on him.
Grassies, he is in the Melbourne Polytechnic for Lucky's Lawn Care again. So they are only sponsoring the one car of each group, I believe, for now. For the rest of the season. Up in 8th is TJ for Team 53 in the Alliance Civil. 9 is the Sandman. We all know he's got his Flash CP livery on. 10th is Shiza and the second of the CP entries. Stickers down in 11th. And second of the Dadson cars. Streetel in 12th for Obsession with the Tamar cars entry. VF for the Aussie Hampton. And Cuck rounds out the 14 in the third of the M4 CP livery. So back up the front. What are we missing? Doesn't seem like we're getting any of the times put on the screen because this would be their oh no, this would only be their fast lap, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just had an out lap.
Oh, good. So what we're going to see tonight is everyone will want that to be up the pointy end. The slipstream is a major help here. Definitely can save some fuel behind. We've also got to watch out for. There's not too many penalties you can get here, but I mean you got to burn them in the right spots. We've got 3 penalty burn areas.
Got to be tricky through the first corner as well. They've just Polyphony Digital. They've just fixed up the way that they've adjusted the penalty zones. You could not cut that corner point blank back in the past, but now these days you can take quite a big chunk out of it. So a lot of drivers have been using that over the practice, making sure their lines are fine, getting into the rhythm and making sure that they can get the best possible exit. As Bumcrack is purple in sectors 2 and 3.
Well, we might jump on board with Bumcrack. See how he finishes the last sector of the race.
He's well and truly up at the moment.
He's coming up through the repeat S's.
on him tonight because he's got some very, very good pace. He's been extremely consistent, as is his teammate Ghost. Both very comfortable behind the cars. They're both fantastic looking cars as well at Ragged Edge, I must say.
You need a good entry and a good exit here through our low, and then try not to hit that wall, because that wall will slow you down as he touches the grass. Let's see how he crosses the line. Does he go a 2:10.8? Not bad.
That is seriously quick.
So far, Ragged Edge 1-2. Moving down the line. There we go. Stickers up into second. Stickers takes Ghost just out by 0.019. The field is tight. I tell you what, Mr. Bumcrack 0.9 ahead.
That is seriously quick, especially the fact that most of the drivers knew where they were going to be aiming for that first flyer, the low 211. But yeah, Bumcrack's just blown him out of the water. So he's obviously been practicing.
So there might be a little bit of game playing here, because I don't think he was trying to tell the real truth maybe during the practice sessions.
No, he's he didn't really look, he was in the top 5 or so, but he never really set the world on light in regards to his qualifying time. So it was more the usual suspects, Cuck and Tjaym, and yeah, it's just incredible. Like his pace is fantastic.
Just having a bit of a replay here at Grassy's coming up for the Bridge of Champs. Runs wide onto the grass, bang into the barrier. That's okay.
Like that one bit.
So we'll jump back up the front with Mr. Bumcrack. He's making his way down the back straight to the flat. Hard braking into Croissant. There's a big section of track here that you got to get right. These two left-handers and the S's.
Very easy to understeer, especially through the final part of the section here. Just this long left-hander, very easy to hit the first bump, and then just the car. If you've got too much pace, the car will just spear off into the wall. And we've seen many championships and race wins just gone in the blink of an eye from that.
Oh, he's already got the blinker on, so he's pitting. We're going to see this from everyone.
9/10 a second. Ooh. Oh, Jimmy to second. 2:10.894. Fantastic lap. Look at the split as well. 2/200ths of a second. Great driving.
So we're looking at the first two are just miles ahead at the moment.
Yeah, well, in the first sector, Jimmy set a 27.6 compared to Bumcrack's 27.9. Superfly just lost a little bit of time in that final sector, and that's what's cost him from pole. But yeah, these two are just setting the class at the moment with 2.5 minutes, just over 2.5 minutes to go.
So everyone seems to have pitted now. Chuck with the 2:11.4 moves himself up to third.
Needed that. Still a big gap though to second.
VF into fifth. Oh, sorry, fourth. Don't know if I said that right. Fourth.
Aussie Hampton guys be cheering down there.
That's a good lap, yeah. I think Stickers and Ghost and Shizer might want to put the foot down. Oh, I just see Chuck go purple.
Oh, here we go.
We're on Chuck at the moment. He's got a tow from the CP car in front. Here's where the game's starting to play.
Starting to flex their muscles.
Oh, that was one CP car gone. I don't know who it was. Shizer. Let's see if we can catch it.
No, Claude.
Oh, Claude was it? Oh, the old boss helping out. All right, we missed the split for the second for Mr. Bumcrack here, so we'll see the third sector as he makes his way down to Croissant.
27.9 for that third sector for Bumcrack, so brutally fast. I do believe he is on an outlap though.
Well, he's making his way through the repeat S's.
Jimmy! Oh, just nearly oversteered on the exit of the second last corner there. And great car control.
Just seeing Mr. Bumcrack's coming up to the finish line now, so we'll just see if he can better that time. don't think he did. Nope, no better. Superfly. Oh, he's still got a while to go for this lap. We've got 45 seconds remaining on the qualifying, so... TJ
Keeping
West.
an eye on Cuck at the moment.
TJ moves himself to
half-
7th.
He's better than that, especially if he's fighting for this championship. Needs to be a bit better than that.
What's Cuck do to Cuck improve? He does.
Oh, he's pole!
To the top.
2:10.769. Wow.
Alright, so we're going to see a few people on their fast last lap now. That's all they got. And Chuck's just taking it out.
Oh, Jimmy just scraped the bridge of champions just on the corner exit there. Oh, got away with it, but...
Oh, he's 0.2
he's
up.
purple too. Oh, wow. Bumcrack's also purple.
Alright,
Chuck's purple in the first sector.
stick with Jimmy for the second. He's making his way around Bordeaux.
Timing monitors lighting up with purple.
I tell you what, you're on the limiter in these things if you see your thing go purple. So he's dropped a little bit, but he's still purple by 0.185.
Chuck's purple coming over the second, over the bridge champions.
What do we got? Bumcrack. We missed his as well. Superfly's Bumcrack's just behind Superfly. They just can't quite catch that second car's sector.
Yeah, he did a 28.2 in the third sector, whereas Jimmy did a 28.0. So there's nothing in this. This is a fantastic qualifying.
All right, here we go.
Bumcrack's
Oh,
this time.
Superfly hits the wall on the exit of the repeat S's. I think he might have
Chuck's
given
still
up here.
purple.
Mr. Bumcrack's coming through hard. That's it for Jimmy. He's pulled over. What's Bumcrack got? Oh, he's hit the wall on the exit to the main straight. I don't know if that's going to help. Nah. Alright, what's...
Chuck's still purple.
Where's Chuck?
Oh, goes to pole!
Goes to pole. 0.1.
2:10.6.
TJ up the
Wow,
second.
Keep an eye on Cuck though. Keep an eye on Cuck.
Oh, he's just run wide. Tell you what, he's hooking though. This could be a fast time. Oh, just misses out, stays third. Ghost on pole. What a comeback.
Wow, the reigning winner here from last season at Sainte-Croix made a statement of 2:10.633. What a lap!
What a lap. This is what we want to see. Ghost down on points a little bit, but he's shown them that he's going to give it everything tonight.
He obliterated those last two sectors. Obliterated them.
So we don't have any grid changes tonight?
No, none.
Sounds good to me. So we are ready to race.
We like less paperwork at S1.
Beautiful lap there, Sean. Oh, wrong one. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are racing. Oh, looks like Ghost gets a good start. Let me jump back out. Here we go. Ghost does get a beautiful start. He holds the inside line. He's going to take the lead. TJ in second. Superfly in third, followed closely by Cuck. First of the CP cars in Shizer. Take that back. Cuck is the first of the CP cars. So the 2 CP cars are running line astern. We need Mr. Bumcrack to get up there and help Sean.
Good news is no crash at turn 3. Everyone got through cleanly, and we know the history of Prost.
Just making our way back. We're looking at here Magnet in the Auto 1 livery. Dadson down in 8th. Stickers down in 9th. Now this is something you don't normally see from Stickers. Stickers, one of the ones you expect to be up the front. And Sandman.
Back up the front, big battle. Ghost and Tjaym just on the exit. They're side by side. Look behind them, Jimmy and Cuck also in the fight.
Right, this is where Slipstream comes into play.
Oh,
I'll jump on with TJ. No, we won't. Here we go.
Also got Magnet making a move up on Dadson. Up the back straight there, going through the flat.
Looks like Ghost has held off TJ there, and that's a major slipstream advantage. So he's done well. Dadson, did you say? Back down in Dadson.
Yeah, Magnet just passed Dadson. It was a beautiful move. There is a train behind Ghost.
Oh, everyone's running a little wide onto the grass. And here we go. All the cars through hello for the first time. Oh, look at the sportsmanship up the front. We're weaving across the track.
Really wants this pole. He wants to stay in front. He wants to command Ghost. We know what he's like. Loves holding the lead. He fights the bitter end to hold it.
I'll tell you what, just the fighting between second and third could be what he needs.
Oh, bump crack wide. Bump crack just went a little bit wide on the exit of Wardo. Held it. That grass is just like ice though. Gotta be so careful.
See if we can grab it. Well, that's definitely not it. We won't try it again because it'll do it again, but... So Ghost is still holding off Superfly. We do have Superfly that he's caught right up though. Nearly 3 to 4 tenths of a second there in that section of track down through Alpe d'Huez. The big train first, second, third, all in the slipstream. Fourth, fifth.
And the big thing about these first four, they're all the first four in the championship. So this is well and truly on. The title fight is ready.
No holds barred. This is the approach that Ghost is taking to tonight. We said it in chat earlier.
He's going for the Stone Cold Steve Austin effect. Gunners all round and then beers at the end.
All right, let's see this slipstream. Ghost stays inside. Once you pull out on the slipstream, the cars seem to just tend to stay the same pace. Ghost is going to have the advantage. Oh, with TJ up the inside.
Wow.
This is going to be one hell of a fight for 25 more minutes. Oh, Jimmy's got a penalty.
Oh, half a second. That could be costly.
That's going to put him down behind Bumcrack by the time he burns that. Major problems.
Bumcrack's just keeping in tabs with these guys at the moment, so it could become a six-way battle.
Oh, you watch... I can guarantee Bumcrack is sticking to his strategy. He's driving the car how he needs to. So Superfly just stays in front of Bumcrack, which is going to get him the slipstream he needs to stay with the front pack.
Oh, Tjaym just went wide at Wardo and barely hold on to that. These boys are fighting on the absolute edge of grip, on the edge of their driving talent. This is just nuts. There is so much at stake here. And it's only lap 3.
Oh, TJ just runs wide on the grass. Not too bad, not too bad. Where's Ghost? Ghost up the front. He's to a second lead now, so Cuck and TJ are having a scramble. It's letting Ghost get away major. He's out to 1.5 seconds already.
He's starting to flex that muscle.
Now he's got to put in some consistent laps. Look at Bumcrack. Bumcrack going for the inside. Oh, Shizer's in the mix now.
And it's bringing Stickers up to them as well. Stickers is only 4 seconds from Ghost, but he's closing right in on this battle pack.
Alright, this is what we wanted to see.
Tjaym making a move up the flat. Side by side with Cuck.
He's got the inside, he'll get it. It's a matter of how late you want to brake. Bumcrack's looking racy. Superfly's looking racy. What are we? 6.5 minutes in. Long way to go yet. What are we thinking for fuel stops? Just the one? You reckon they'll go for the
just
2-stop
one.
around here?
No, it'd be a brave move to go for the 2-stop. Sainte-Croix is a long track. You could do the 2-stop, but you lose too much time. So a lot of the guys talking about 1-stop. Tried to get an interview with CP earlier in the week, but they wouldn't let me in the pit bay. So had a chat with the Lucky's Lawn Care boys, and they reckon 1-stop will work beautifully around here.
Oh, I see a bit of 3 wide down with Magnet and Sandman. Looks like Sandman gets the advantage.
There is not much time covering this top 10. There's 7 seconds, which may sound like a lot, but one mistake, you could, from the top 5, and you could be well down in the bottom half.
Oh, it looks like Magnet's sitting pretty behind Sandman at the moment. We might jump back up the front. Give that new livery some airtime.
Isn't it fantastic? It really is.
Nice big sponsor Autobahn to be sitting on the side of the car.
Yeah, great job for Lucky's Lawn Care to get Autobahn as a major sponsor for the rest of this season and for next season. Massive.
So Ghost, back up the front with Ghost, has taken the fastest lap. 2:11 flat. He's holding a 1.5 second lead to TJ, which we know TJ's pretty quick, but he's got Chuck all over the back of him.
Yeah, Tjam's just holding off the pressure of Chuck, but he's slightly closed the gap to Ghost as well. And there's everything to play for here for all 3 of them. There's not much difference in the championship points as well. With Ghost in 4th position, he's only 14 points behind, but that can easily be made up if someone in this just makes a mistake and Tjam or Chuck hits the wall.
Chuck hits the wall there on exit.
Put the Moz on him. Sorry, Chuck. As Tjam takes the fastest lap of the race with a 2:10.640.
So there you go. He's 0.35 up. So he's putting the pressure down. Trying to break that gap from Chuck. Chuck might be fuel saving a little bit here. Can Ghost answer his fastest lap?
Just looking at the fuel and tyre numbers here at the moment, though, seems the best person on the fuel is actually Jimmy Superfly, who's been conserving. He's pretty good on the tyre life as well. Whereas in terms of fuel, Tjam's just that little bit worse off than the rest of the top 5.
So I think we might have just seen Chuck have a problem there because he's dropped off the back of TJ.
Oh, he spun! He's into the wall with the Bridge of Champions! Oh no!
Oh no. See if we can get that on a replay.
That is championship changing stuff.
So he's behind.
Dropped to 13th.
Behind Superfly. Bum cracks up behind him. Just hits the grass. Spins himself right around. Oh, he's got some work to do from here.
Still 19 minutes, 52 seconds.
It looks like TJ's settling down a little bit. That gap's now at 1.3 or 1.4, so Ghost has answered a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like he can just maintain that gap at will though, Ghost. He's had the pace all race, he's so consistent.
TJ in 2nd, so we got Superfly now in 3rd. Shizer's moved himself up to 4th, so he's got around Bumcrack. Bumcrack's in 5th. Sticker's in 6th.
We've got the World Championship for 8th, 9th and 10th up here too with Sandman, Magnet and VF.
The Sandman, Datsun in 7th, Sandman in 8th. Magnet in 9th. Oh no, sorry, VF's now in 9th. They are side by side. Takes the spot. But Magnet says no, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to get you back on the straight.
Excuse me, sir, have you heard of Autobahn?
He's going to rub that paint on his on the Aussie paint just to leave it there. So he gets that back.
Just noticing with the top 5 as well that they're starting to spread out a little bit. There's now 5 seconds between the top 6 as Stickers is close right up to Bumcrack as well.
It's going to be interesting the first lot of pit stops, because I think Bumcrack will come into play there. He's super good on sticking to his strategy. Streetle Juice in 11th. Grassy's down in 12th.
Yeah, Grassy's has had a couple little mishaps where the car's just understeered and gone a little bit wide, especially through the repeat S's. Just seems to not want to grip that front end.
Oh, I just seen Streetle Juice turned around.
Oh no. And, oh, he's put just into the wall for good measure. Rear damage, so he's had contact from someone. Or he's just hit the rear.
Let's see if we can snatch it. Jeez, we didn't even get it. And that's the longest replay, so he's been there for a while.
Beautiful spot to look at the Bridge of Champions, but not beautiful to spin there.
So back up the front, TJ is just creeping forward that little bit, lap per lap. Do you want to give us a fuel and tyre update for the top 5, please, Brent?
Of course I shall. So just looking at Ghost, first and foremost, just under half a tank. He's used a little bit of the front tyre, but still pretty good. Tjam's actually used a little bit more. He's more towards a third of a tank. He's used the front quite a bit as well, so he's using quite a lot of the car to try and catch Ghost. Jimmy Superfly in third there's got just under half a tank as well. He's been very good on fuel. Tyres look pretty schmicko, especially from the rear end. Shizer, P4, about a third of a tank. His tyres are actually the best of the lot in the top 5. He's really looking after that car, being very smooth. And then you've got Bumcrack P5, who is just under a third of a tank fuel-wise, so he's compromised. But he does have very, very good tyres indeed. Also, with Stickers just behind him, Stickers has a little bit more fuel and same amount of tyre wear. Basically going through the rest of the field at the moment. VF is the standout in regards to tyre life. His tyres look like they haven't done any kilometres at all. They're fantastic, and he's still got just over a third of a tank. Chuck's still fighting down in 11th at the moment. He's still making a little bit of a return. He's got over a third of a tank of fuel, but his tyres look really good as well. Everyone else is pretty even between about a quarter and a third of a tank. Slightly worn tyres, but the standouts at the moment, VF and Chuck and Jimmy.
Tell you what, that wall of the Bridge of Champs has taken a few tonight, and especially Chuck, who was in contention for this championship. It's put him down the back, made him work a lot harder.
Yeah, so he's got a lot to fight for now. Second position, 2 points behind Tjam.
So it looks like Ghost has maybe got a little bit of an advantage through the second sector where TJ gets him in the last sector. It was out to a 1.5 about just off the end of the bridge, and just closing back now TJ down the back straight. So might be pushing that car a little bit harder, which we're seeing a bit more fuel and a bit more tyre being used, and Ghost just setting back, making sure that gap stays where it is.
Yeah, just looking at the last laps they did, Ghost did a 2:11.3, whereas TJ did a 2:11.2. Ghost found more time in the final sector, whereas Tjam found it more early on. Very even though through the sectors 1, 3 and 4. Very even.
Alright, here we go. We're going to see the first of the pit stops. Ghost is in. TJ's in. Superfly's in. Oh! Bumcrack, I don't know if he's going to get that any good there, but he's had to stay out. Cross the solid line. Shizer, Sandman. Alright, VF stays out.
Jimmy's got the best in the fuel term, just with 35 in the tank there. Everyone else just a little bit lower, so he's done a great job just looking after the fuel side of things.
Alright, Ghost is back out. 16 seconds up to 16.7 up to Mr. Bumcrack. So we've got to see Mr. Bumcrack and VF pit. That bit of kerfuffle would have hurt Mr. Bumcrack's lap there.
Yeah, he would have lost about a second or two, just unsure of whether he wanted to go or not.
Alright, so TJ, not too bad. I don't know if he's short filled or not, but he's lost a little bit of time to Ghost, maybe half a second. Just in the pit stop?
No, if anything, Ghost is just slightly short filled. He's under 3/4 of a tank, whereas TJ is bang on 3/4. Ghost had a bit more of a fuel advantage though, so he's managed to just eat that gap out by a couple of tenths.
And what I'm seeing here is Superfly just entering that slipstream, so we're going to see maybe a little bit of a tango, I should say, between TJ and Superfly. Does look like
Of all
Shard.
the drivers that have pitted though, it looks like the one that took the most fuel out of that top 5 was actually Jimmy, which is a bit unusual considering he was the best on fuel.
Alright, he's in that tow. You can see that slipstream just pulling his car towards TJ. I think Superfly really wants a good result. He's had a couple this season, but he's also had a couple of mares in some of the races, so it's always good to see Jimmy up the front. It's good to see Shizer in 6th, currently in 6th, so provisionally, well, potentially he's sitting in 4th.
Crack pits.
Crack pits, so let's go back out the front. Where does Ghost come out and where does Bumcrack come out? So I think Bumcrack's going to pull out between Shizer and Stickers somewhere.
VF's pitted, but he's got half a second penalty.
Not good. Alright, Shizer. I thought we would have seen Bumcrack out by now, Stickers, so he's fallen behind Dadson. No, he hasn't.
He's lost a lot of time.
But he's lost a lot of time. Yeah, Stickers. He was in front of Stickers, so he's now 4 seconds behind Stickers. So he's hopefully put a lot of fuel in to really strap it towards the end of the race.
I think that pit entry just it's cost him quite a lot more time than we expected.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he definitely pulled back out, realising that he'd crossed it. Dadson down in 7th. And I'll tell you what, Chuck's up to 8th, so he's making a comeback.
Good recovery so far from Chuck. He's been very quick as Ghost and TGM up the front. Really wringing the neck out of that BMW M3 and 4. They both look the same.
See in chat, Womble saying TJ will take the championship lead, but I think he already has.
Yeah, he's in front by 2 points over Chuck. Chuck needs to bounce back. Jimmy Superfly's in the fight too.
Yeah, it's definitely did Chuck no favours hitting that grass at the bridge. I tell you what, TJ just has a little bit of a speed advantage on Ghost. Just seems to pull in that 10th a lap. We've got 10 minutes left.
Yeah. Just looking so far this lap that TJM's pulled 2 tenths out just through the second sector. They're both even through the first and third though.
I think it's going to come down to the wire this one. Jimmy just starting to drop off TJ now. Down to 1.5 seconds.
Just looking at Sandman there, who's just made his way up to P10 after that. Little bit of a rough start for him, but yeah, he's fought his way up to the top 10 and just got past Grassies. Keeping it nice and clean.
So Sandman's had a couple of shockers the last few rounds. Because he started the season off in Group A and he's slowly made his way back. Couple of non-happy races that he's had, but
really needs points because he is on the bubble. He's got 1 point separating him from the next driver in Group B, so really needs to get a big result tonight. 10th will still get him some good points though.
Grassy's down in 11th. VF down in 12th now.
Yeah, that long run didn't help.
You see, not, I wouldn't say good and bad races from VF, but definitely a little bit up and down the order in some races from one round to the next.
Yeah, he's a bit of it's like a roller coaster ride. Like when he has a bad race, it's he does recover very well. He's also when he's on, he's wicked fast. been some epic races out of him.
Yeah, good doctor saying the VF will come home strong because he's done a long stint. Now I think we're starting to see a little bit of mistakes coming in from TJ here, because he was right as he went over the Bridge of Champs. He was up to 1.2, and Ghost has just pulled out that little bit, so he's had a bit of a mishap somewhere.
Both very even in their lap times. This is fascinating to watch.
Superfly down to 1.5 seconds up to TJ. Shizer has stickers on his back bumper.
Great recovery so far from Stickers, considering where he qualified as well. Like, wouldn't have been happy qualifying in P7, I believe it was. So to get 4th, that'd be a good result for him.
I'm sure Stickers would have wanted to be further up the grid than where he started, so something's gone wrong in quali for him. Oh, I've just seen Mr. Bumcrack.
Bumcrack.
He's hit the wall.
Control.
Sixter's still nothing to sneeze at. We're in Group A. These drivers are fast.
Yeah, they'll fight for the last beer on the tab if they have to.
See Chuck now up to 7, so he's got around Dadson. He's got 3.5 seconds to Mr. Bumcrack. I'm sure Mr. Bumcrack is going to be trying to keep that gap where it is.
Stickers has got around Shizer.
Let's see if we can catch it. He does too. He comes around, even around the outside. So we're looking at, this is Prost, isn't it?
Yep.
Well done, Stickers. He's up into 4th. So can you catch Superfly? 6 minutes left. It's a big ask, but it's a track that can bring you unstuck, so anything can happen. Oh, look at this. Back up the front. It's down to a second. It's nearly into slipstream territory. It's going to bring the end of this race something that we all probably want to see, except for the team owner that I am.
Bit of gamesmanship there too from Ghost. He really doesn't want Tjaym to have that slipstream. So hard to defend here, especially on the straights. They're so long.
Now you can really use your car up trying to catch up in this slipstream too, because you brake that bit later and on the gas that bit earlier, so you could catch Ghost and then really hurt the car.
Yeah, he's definitely using more of the tyre. He's got more fuel though, so he's definitely able to push, but it's one thing to get to Ghost, it's another thing altogether to try and pass him. He's very, very difficult to pass. Knows how to use the elbows, he's not afraid to.
No, we've seen TJ in most of these Group A races. He's not afraid to stick the car where he needs it.
Yeah, I've learned that from experience myself.
I see Ghost hugging the pit lane wall there, so he's definitely trying to keep out of that slipstream for TJ.
Just looking at the battle with Stickers and Shizer at the moment, I thought Stickers might slightly pull away, but Shizer's keeping right. In fact, he's going to start having a conversation with Stickers.
Oh, he's giving him the hurry up here.
Just saying to Stickers, oh, don't you know it's CP's birthday?
No, I don't think that happens over at the Dadson, matters over at the Dadson camp.
No, but fantastic job by Stickers to make those CP liveries. They're just incredible. Great attention to detail. Stickers runs wide. Oh.
Oh, Shizer going to the inside. Is this going to be a late deep break? I think he's going to do it.
Oi! Oh, he has too.
Oh, Stickers!
Oh no, he's giving him a serve. Oh.
Stickers into the fence. Has he got damage? He's going to have damage with that one. And Bumcrack's going to catch on to him here too.
Yeah, front bumper's got some major damage. The front left wheel's got some issues. It's, oh, Bumcrack could pounce here.
Left that too long. It was too exciting. I was waiting to see where Bumcrack got, but we couldn't catch the replay. Stickers goes defensive to the inside.
Oh,
Bumcrack's gone around the outside. Alright, Stickers has lost a couple of spots now. Keep your
Gap
cool.
up the front has exploded. Ghost is 3.5 seconds ahead of Tjaym, who's got Jimmy Superfly right on his rear. Tjaym was extremely wide at croissant to the point where he went completely off.
Stickers goes
Barely held
fastest
it, but-
lap too. 2:10.2, nearly in the nines.
Jimmy's having a look around the outside of Auto. Oh, no.
You know what? I think TJ's used all his car up there to catch Ghost, or he's had a bit of an incident somewhere. But Superfly has got, by the look of it, a car that is in way better shape.
He tries. He's really hunting this pass.
Meanwhile, Ghost is out to 4.1 second lead. That's a breath of fresh air for Ghost, I think, with 2.5 minutes left to go in the race. Oh, yeah. Gotta watch that bridge. It's so scary when you're pushing hard. You hit that grass. That's it. Gone.
Yeah, and it's also the way the corner is. It's very easy to understeer off because it's on an incline. But not only that, there are bumps on the exit of the corner that just throw the front of the car towards the bridge. And if you've got too much pace, well, hello, Mr. Bridge.
We're just jumping on with Superfly here as we go through Bordeaux down the back straight. He's in the toe of TJ. Just reeling him in there that little bit. Not as fast as you'd think, but I mean, here you go now. You can see it when he gets right behind the car. He just right on it. He goes for the inside pass.
Oh.
I think he's going to get it done. It's being nice.
Oh.
You're being nice about it. TJ.
Racing room there, great job.
TJ holds him off.
Great awareness by both drivers there not to collide. Plenty of respect there.
I think Superfly is just shaping him up with another lap to go. He's finding out where the best spot is going to be to pass him, which is going to leave him the least. Here we go. He gets up the inside on the main straight. He's made that one stick.
Oh, aggressive defending there from TJ.
TJ, what's TJ do? Is he late brake into the first corner? Into Wardo? He does. Both of them nice and clean racing at the moment. But all it's doing is letting Ghost out to a 5-second lead now. They need to work together, these two. This is going to be on for young and old when it comes to the last corner.
Yeah, this will be the final lap as well. Got 30 seconds left.
Might just do a quick run down the order here. So we got Ghost up in first with a 5.1 second lead. TJ in second. Third is Superfly. Shide's a great run in fourth. I think he's going to be taking my drive of the day today. Stickers in fifth. Bumcrack in sixth, who's another good race from his little incident in the midway pit there. Chuck in seventh. Dadson in eighth. Magnet in the new Autobahn livery in ninth. VF in 10th. 11th will be Sandman. Grassy's in 12th. Kazi in 13th, and Streetle Juice has already finished the race. So he didn't quite make the extra lap, but here we go. We are on for young and old. Let's jump on with Superfly. He's got this slipstream again. Oh, he's going too early. Look at the defensive driving from TJ. He knows he's only got a couple of corners left to go.
Oh, not around the outside, surely not.
No, he's had to give that up. I think there's going to be one last attempt. I don't know if Jimmy's going to go for it, but...
Oh, he just went onto the grass a little bit, Jimmy. There could be an invoice. There could. No, he's gotten away with it. Got one last lunge at a lower low. That's all he's got. As Ghost goes through the last corner now.
Yeah, I think that's it. Ghost has done enough tonight. He's come on. He's put himself on pole. And here he is for the race win. Excellent lap. Excellent race. Superfly not enough to take second, but TJ for second. Superfly holds off a great race for third. Shizer for fourth. Stickers And Bum Crack for 5th and 6th. I'm pretty sure Stickers and Bum Crack probably would have liked their race to go a little better. Chuck for 7th. Major upset for Chuck. Dadson down in 8th. Magnet crosses the line in 9th. BF in 10th. Sandman will take 12th. 11th, sorry. Grassy's in 12th. And we'll see the Kazi one. Bringing home the Deeds entry in 13th place.
Isn't it beautiful? Such a good looking car. I'm biased, sorry.
So that was a major upset. So we've had TJ, great drive, keeping hold of second. Ghost, major drive coming from couldn't make the Group A race, back down to winning the next Group A race. So it's a big confidence booster for Ghost. And Chuck, just hitting that bridge, it's lost a lot of points to TJ. Not something he would have been hoping for tonight.
No, and if anything, that gap from TJ to Chuck is now extended in the championship, with Chuck finishing 7th and TJ coming in 2nd. This will also bring Jimmy Superfly into the fight for P2. So it's, advantage Team 53 and TJ by the looks of things.
Well, I think Ghost always one you can't count out, very fast. TJ another one, and Superfly. These are the benchmark operators for the M4s this season, along with Chuck. Probably what we need to do now is probably, if you can in chat there, throw up a couple of driver of the days. Mine's going to go to Shizer, I think. And that's a pretty good race for Shizer.
Yeah, he did a brilliant job today. Kept it clean, fought hard, fought well. He's probably going to be my pick too, if I'm not mistaken. Or he's just fantastic drive. He's come a long way as well. His pace is brilliant. His racecraft's good, and he's my driver of the day.
So while I make my way across to M6 land, which I'm pretty excited about to call tonight, because I've been at St. Croix, same with yourself there, Brent, at St. Croix, and it's such a good car to drive there.
Yeah, especially with the weight reduction the BMW M6 has had. It's just an absolute dream to drive here at St. Croix. It loves the faster corners. It just grips. It's going to be an absolutely intense race tonight, and plenty on offer in the points. It's going to be 3 or 4 guys that can really fight for this title. But as we've seen with the M3 race, it is championship defining. So let's get right into it and go Morgs is all I'm going to say.
All right. So as we make our way into the next level M6s, we join back with Lucas. How are you, Lucas? You with us?
Hello, how are we?
Yeah, good. That was one hell of a race for the M4s.
That race the second was pretty full on at the end. Good driving for both the guys there to bring their cars home straight.
Yeah, nice close, fair racing from TJ and Superfly. Also, coming up this Thursday, I believe we have the community race. So, if you want to join in, get on to Sector 1 Sim Racing YouTube. Let me see if I can put up a... No, I don't have one. But anyway. Jump on and like the stream while I'm getting that one up. So, up the top end of the M6s, it's another tight title fight as well. So, TX3 sitting on 104 points for Ragged Edge Racing. Morgan in second for Deeds. He's on 98. So Morgan's probably should have been a little bit further. There's been a little penalties probably not go the way he liked. So it's good to see Morgan still up the pointy end. Adam's for Red Mist Racing in third on 94. So it's still really close. We've got this race and another round to go. And we can't leave out the counter punch boys either. So DB007 and Speedy Tyres both back just behind in 4th and 5th on 89 and 88 points. So everything's really tight up top of the M6s. So any thoughts on tonight's race, Lucas?
Watching the test starts and the early practices could go anyway. It's hard to split them. Like, there's five or six guys that can quite easily win this race. Obviously, Morgan Davey is in the hunt for the championship. He's going to be really trying to put the best foot forward tonight and get himself right back up there. Cyborg's had a pretty quiet season, to be perfectly honest. So he'll be looking to finish off with a couple of wins. But TX3 GDR's got it all to lose tonight, doesn't he? Really, so
Yeah, and it's not
going to be all
probably
on him to maintain
it's probably not his favourite track either. So let's hope he goes all right.
Just quietly, too. Keep an eye on Gazball as well. He's been pretty quick and quiet. This is one of the tracks he's pretty quick on, so he might end up popping himself up in the top 5 or 6 at the moment too, which is going to be awesome for Death Grip Racing.
And as we seen last round, he struggled a little bit, just down the back of the pack with Ricky Bobby. So hopefully they got their stuff together tonight and put on a bit of a show. But when you're ready, we're pretty good to go qualifying.
Just going to send him out now.
I'll head out of the box, boys, go down to the pit bay, and I'll put Jemana's suit on, see if it fits me.
Keep that man candy off.
Might go down, see the Red Mist boys, have a bit of cake for Womble's birthday, and join with the Death Grip boys later on.
Make sure you take your microphone down with you, mate. So
yep, will do.
Long race, plenty of chance for you to get involved in talking with the chat now. So
yeah, and I'll try not to trip on the stairs on the way down.
you don't do that. You have enough money for that kind of paperwork.
Alright, here we go. The boys are out. Let me just get my screens ready. And we are on track. First out in the Bacchus Brewery car is Diego. So we've seen a couple of up and down races from Diego. He's going to come out flying tonight for Datsun Racing. Where am I? Ricky Bobby in the Tamar cars for Obsession. Another one that probably wants to improve tonight. Mountain Goat for Death Grip in the Erebus car. One fast little operator. Captain Muffin for the Gamesman Deeds entry. Rocky down in 5th running.
53.
Sorry, Team 53, is he?
Yep.
Gamesman was last season, wasn't it? I keep mixing them up.
Yeah.
Brocky running the new CP livery for the night. We know he's going to be one fast operator come to the race. Scooter 82 down for Bacchus Breweries. The Deeds entry, the Datsun entry. Who I just missed it, went past. D-Flow, Chill Out Systems, racing cars like legends. Mega Drive from D-Flow last round. Scooter 82, we just mentioned. Speedy Tyres, another one of the CP entries. Oh, we've got FSR Gorgie. Corgi.
Corgi, that's DB007. It's new handle.
Loving it.
Don't ask, I've got no idea.
Anyway, he would be the third entry for the CP boys tonight. Black Project for Paneski would be yourself there, Lucas, the Blacklight entry.
Yep.
Gazballs, second of the Death Grip team in the Erebus car. TX3 in the Auto 1 for Ragged Edge Racing, and Adam Red Mist Racing in the Green Beacon livery, and Morgan. So Morgan is the hot favourite tonight. It's his home track. He's in the Deeds entry, Deeds Brewing for Deeds Racing. Sitting second in the championship, only down by 8 points.
Adam's smart at the moment. He's tucked in behind TX3 for the first of the hot laps for the bank lap. That's a good spot to put your car.
Very close.
The drivers are complaining about the car's been very twitchy on the entry to the British Champions here, just here. A couple of guys have already slapped the fence.
Yep. I've done a few laps in the M6. He's got a few weird areas, but we'll jump back up to Diego because he's going to be the first to cross the line. He's a 1:15.9. These cars are super quick around St. Croix, way quicker than the M4. Probably going to see a 203 straight up easily.
They're a big aero car too, the GT3, so they take a big advantage in the slipstream. So in practice racing, I saw 4 wide of the run into Croissant back there. It's just craziness.
Yeah, we did a bit of a test race during the week with one of Brent's rooms, and it's big. It's a big difference in the M6, the slipstream. But here we go.
Oh, Muffin! Oh, gets out of the groove there. Just behind the sideboard.
Out of LO for the first time. He's going to bring up the timing board. What do we see? It's going to be a 2:03.9. Mountain goes straight to the top. 2:02.9.
2:02.9. Wow.
Brocky.
Up to second.
Mountain goat mega time. 2:02.9 is very fast. Something you're probably only going to not see much quicker in the end of the qualifying.
That's a big lap there from the Mountain Goat. Young kid. Oh,
Tell you what,
that TX3 and Adam. There it is, Adam there with the slipstream from TX3. Jumps him at the line. Morgan Davey goes straight to 5th with no slipstream assistance as well. That's a big lap from Morgan. 2:03.3.
So Adam just rounds out TX3 by 0.1. So TX3's on the money if Adam's in the slipstream.
Smart move there from Adam. Just tucked in behind one of the quick cars and get a decent lap out. That's a good bank lap from the top 4 or 5.
Let's just go back to TX3. We'll see what the split looks like over the second split over the bridge. Looks like they've got Goat running right behind them too, or that might be Gazballs.
Gazballs.
Oh, he's 0.6 down.
Yeah, they backed off these guys this lap, so just looking after the car a little bit, I think.
So you can, just a bit of the testing I've done in their 15-minute qualifier, you can run these things pretty much out of fuel. So their last lap will be a proper flyer.
That's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see that. How are they on tyre usage around here, the GT3 cars?
Not bad. Like I said, I haven't done too many laps. But I think you'd probably go through fuel before you go through tyres around here.
Yeah, okay.
So I've just seen the... Alright, Mount Goat's in for the first stop, which is unusual.
Sidewall's going round again, guys. Can he improve? No, he doesn't.
0.3 down.
That's smart from Ricky Bobby.
I've just seen Ricky Bobby. Oh, D-Flow. Where'd D-Flow?
Improves.
Into 5th.
Corgi, he improved too. That's good for 9th so far. That's a 2:03.6 for 9th. So at the moment, the top 10 is 0.7 of a second of a split for the top 10.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
So we've got the two Datsun boys sitting in 10th and 11th as well. Not where they want to be. I would have thought Diego would have come out with bells. Not bells. with arms swinging.
There's the funny thing is now too, though, with the splits that close. Previous seasons, going back a bit, you had your fast guys and your slower guys in the grid, and there was a good distance between them. So you'd expect someone to be, 5th, 6th, 7th, and happy as they are with that. But at the moment, these guys here are running laps. Like at the moment, 11th place Diego did a 2:03.9. That's a quick lap any day of the week.
Yeah.
That's good for 11th at the moment. So he shaves another 0.4, 0.5 a second. He'll jump up 6 spots or more. Oh, I'm purple for Cyborg here at the moment. Currently P4, coming down the straight through the flat now. Ricky Bobby in the tow as well, which is going to be good for him. Do it right on his back bumper. To Croissant. Big brake stop here for these guys here. Easy to get that wrong and run out wide there because it does tight on exit as well, which catches a lot of people by surprise.
This is what Ricky Bobby needs, just to sit there. He knows Brocky can do a fast lap time.
Oh, Ricky Bobby's purple as well. He'd be loving this. Hang on there, son. Tight through the final part of the S as well. Rocky runs a little bit wide. You do a lower low. Ricky Bobby's going to close right up here and really wring the neck out of this lap.
Nice exit.
Nice exit from both of them. This is going to be first and second, I reckon. Here they come. Oh, not quite.
Ricky up the third.
Third for Ricky Bobby. 5th for Cyborg.
Cyborg will be hating
Speedy
that.
Tyres goes to 5th. Speedy Tyres just jumped Cyborg as well.
Jump back up
P5.
to Goat. What do we got here? Doesn't improve.
He's in traffic at the moment. At the moment you go, you got Adam right tucked in behind GDR as they go around again for another quick lap. Here they go. And Gazball's just getting on the back of this party as well, currently 13th. That's going to help him out quite a bit.
Still no improvement.
Decided to
They might-
slipstream game.
They might be on their outlaps.
They're just finishing their outlaps now, yeah. Morgan Davey is the only one on the opposite side of the circuit, everybody else by himself. So he'll be doing whatever he does, he'll be doing it by himself. So you've got to say, pole position from that kind of track position is going to be hard work, but like currently second in the championship's got everything under you to do it.
Well, I know this week from practice sessions, much faster than a 202 probably isn't going to be had unless it's in a major slipstream. 2029, sorry.
Adam's purple through 1. Ricky, TX3's purple through 2. So's Adam. This is on. This is smart from Adam. Look at him. He's just tucked on the back bumper here. He doesn't need to pass him. TX3's fast and he'll go faster in the slipstream. So if he just sits behind him...
TX3 hugs Bordeaux. Oh, he hits the fence.
Adam just slips the fence there as well.
Now watch this. This is the major slipstream that you get. It's 0.6 up. This is major.
0.3 for TX3 as well. Now this is where Adam's going to end up with trouble here because he's caught him up, and now he can't get any quicker because he's right on his back bumper.
It's TX3. Got TX3. Good, nice entry and exit out of that.
He's lost a bit of time there, Adam. Gathering back up here now though, so he will pick up a little bit more. Gazballs is going to get a bit of benefit out of this as well.
Oh, we're still nearly 0.4 up. So TX3 is going to be on one hell of a lap to have pulled that little bit of a gap. Mountain Goat's in.
Here we go. TX3 through the line of corner. Adams, beautiful line there from Adam as well to tuck that in nice and tight. Great exit speed. To the line.
Oh man.
Adam to the top. TX3 second. Gazball's third. What a run from Gazball's there. He got in the back of these two there. 13th to third. 10 spots he made up there. 2029.
That's one fast lap. 2024. Even though it's in a slipstream, that's quick.
Oh, Gazball's perfect positioning from the car there. Tucked in behind those two. Knew they were quick.
Yeah, and he needs it. He needs to start up the front.
Mountain Goat. Currently, oh look at this, Mountain Goat's behind him as well now. Scooter's behind him. Ricky Bobby 5th. Where is the Cyborg? He's on the outlap. He's tucked in behind Captain Muffin. This is a long lap too here at St. Croix, so these guys are going to be running out of laps very shortly. 3 minutes to go. Probably another 2 laps in it for these guys.
This is going to help Rocky being behind Captain Muffin here, down the back straight.
Yeah. He's on an outlap at the moment, so this isn't going to count. So if I was him, I'd back myself off Captain Muffin just a little bit. Give yourself a bit of room to get some slipstream in the next lap, because this one won't help him. If he passes him now, he's not going to get the hand in for the next lap.
Alright, so
10th at the moment.
has Adam and TX3 had words? Are they working together? Are we seeing a bit of a let's do this kind of action between the two? Bringing Gazballs up and well, no, there's been no action with Adam in our chats.
Well, Gazballs is backed out of that now.
I see Morgan's backed out of it too.
Morgan's on the back end of the circuit at the moment, all by himself. He's trying to find a slipstream, I reckon. He's just rolling around slow, trying to wait for someone to catch up.
Don't think he's going to get it. We might just jump back up to TX3. I think I just seen a purple.
D-Flow just goes to 5th too, by the way, guys, which is awesome to see. So let's shift the Cyborg down to 8th at the moment. Again, though, Cyborg is past Captain Muffin now. He's out of slipstream options.
Well, I believe Adam and TX3, that's probably their best ones run. With 1.5 minutes remaining, that's not going to get them any better tyres or any less fuel.
Trying to find someone. Oh, Ricky Bobby might be a good spot here. He's right on the back of Speedy tyres. Tucked in nicely there. He might pick up some speed at the moment. 0.06 off deep. Look at the gaps though. Look how close they are.
Yeah, they're all thousandths of a second.
The guy right in front of him is .045 behind him on the current tree as well. Oh, that'll be enough too. .069 better on his lap so far. That would get him up over D-flow. That's how close this is, guys.
Jump on board with Ricky Bobby. See the slipstream in effect. And we're going to catch the second sector here, so if we see him go purple, this is what we want. He needs a big push to go purple from 0.6 down though. 200, that'll make a few spots. But he can't do anything. He's stuck behind there. Here we go, he's gone the inside. Alright, I think that's just about practice run and done.
Here at the moment, currently 11th for the CP car. He's been one of those guys that's sort of been left out in the cold when it comes to slipstream so far this is qualifying. Oh, hold on to it, son. Morgan's just done his best sector. Oh, Diego there, what did he improve to?
6th.
6th position, nice job. Oh, hang on. Rocky goes to 2nd, there it is. Ricky Bobby improves to 4th, knocks off gas balls.
Beautiful lap from Ricky Bobby. So I
Black
believe
Project improves as well. 10th position, good job, mate.
TX3 can't make it any better, so that's starting to see.
I'm on with Morgan. Morgan and Corky at the moment, 13th and 14th on the road.
What are we playing at here tonight? Corky's done.
Corky's done, he's finished. So Morgan's the last one, he's bettered his sector, he's green. But he's been out in no man's land this whole qualifying session all by himself. Oh, he's wide on the grass there! Grip limit the right hand side in the run through LOLO. Got a fielder for that.
Good
Feels
exit.
the throttle a little bit mid corner.
Here we
It's gonna be a good
go.
lap. It's going to be a good lap. 202, second position.
Second.
Without a slipstream 2, gets to P2.
Major. That's
What the
major.
heck?
Major lap.
Look at the gap too. .047 was the gap to pole. He almost grabbed the pole position without a slipstream. What the heck? Mr.
Beautiful.
Davey, you are a freak, sir.
All right, here we go. We got
Yeah,
any?
just down here at Deeds Pits, boys. They just sprayed the champagne, the Deeds Oats juice trains, the lot. Yeah, they're absolutely wrapped. It's almost as messy as the Ragged Edge Pit Bay, where they're just celebrating over Ghost's fantastic win.
Well, hopefully we can see another win here tonight in the M6.
Oh, Cyborg's still lapping, guys.
Cyborg,
Cyborg got across the line. He's just coming through out of the S's now towards the lower low. Clean run. He's looking quick too. Perfect. Car's out of fuel. Can he snatch pole? Can he do a Cyborg? At the line. Not quite.
Oh,
He
he's done
does!
it!
He gets it! D-flow to 4th as well, right behind him. Oh, who was that?
Speedy tyres up the front.
Speedy tyres to pole. CP comes, goes bang bang.
Here we are thinking, no, it's all run and done, and there's still two
It's all
flying
done,
around. We're not
she's
even
right.
watching.
Oh, apologies there to the CP boys there. They go 1-2 at the end there, knock them off. Wow.
Except for Corgi. So Corgi's right down the back. So that's a.
Yeah, they've bookended the grid at the moment, CP boys. All right.
Here we go. Revs are rising. The lights are up. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are racing. Who gets a good start? TX3 looks like he got a good start.
TX3 was good. We're all the way with a clean race. Green flags for everybody. Let's go.
Brocky's got it. Well, we're going to see CB 1 and 2 here go straight to the front. We've got back down there in
Look at
third,
the battle
Adam.
behind them. Look at them fan out. 3-4 wide in the background there. Oh, Morgan Davey tries a big move down the inside there. Gets around Adam there. That was bold. Gets that done nice and early.
Davies up to third. Well, he doesn't want to let Brocky get away, so he needs to get onto him pretty quick.
Oh, these two have history as well.
I think we're starting to see the comeback for Brocky at the end of the season. Definitely not the start of the season he wanted.
Puts him in a good position for next season, though.
Ghost, get the buckets ready.
Yeah. Oh, Cyborg taps the wall there and exit. He's actually in a good spot here at the moment with Speedy Tyres there as rear gunner.
Yep.
Like Speedy could play the team role here.
Yeah, just go defensive everywhere.
Just trying to think at the moment. They're making it hard with their liveries the way they are. I can't remember if they're actually on the same team or not. You can just pull up my little cheat sheet and have a quick squeeze to make sure.
Or Morgan.
Oh, Morgan's going to have a look. He's not wasting time.
Trying to keep up.
Nah,
He
never
makes
mind.
it happen.
Never mind. This can't be. This will have to be a battle between the two CP cars at the front because Cyborg is cornerstone and Speedy Tyres is counterpunch. But they're not actually the same team. They might have the same livery because they come from the same umbrella group, but different teams here, different bits of the championship. As Morgan's putting the pressure on Cyborg now already. He's not going to wait around.
I'm just looking behind. It looks as though Adam's had a bit of an incident. He's back down in 8th. I'm just seeing TX3 really pull up on the back of
Morgan takes the lead.
Speedy Tyres here.
We just did a 2:11 standing start lap there.
Yeah, it's not good. Morgan has the lead.
Pack's still pretty close together too.
Look at TX3 back and forth. He's going up the inside of Speedy. Oh, a bit of a twitch. He gets it. He makes it work.
Oh, Speedy's wide! He just lost a lot of time. He's going to get swallowed coming down through up to Wes. Tucks it back in the road. Looks like he's 6th.
Back up to Brocky. You know Brocky's going to want that slipstream and just stay there and use it to his advantage, but he's got TX3 breathing down his neck already.
TX3 needs to keep up with these two because he's in battles with Morgan Davey for the championship. Brocky's not as involved in the championship at the moment.
Who we got there? D-Flow. D-Flow looking menacing again. TX3 hits the fence.
Oops.
What's Brocky got? Let's jump on board.
This will be the thing that tells us whether he's going to sit or whether he's going to go. Look at the slipstream run these cars get down the back straight.
Yeah.
Look at the train behind TX3 GTR in the background there. It's unreal. Cyborg's going to sit and wait, I think. Moves it inside, but I think he's just showing him the headlight in the mirror. Yeah, he just sits. In the background, they fan right out. Scooter goes to 3rd. Takes TX3 down the back straight. D-Flow, Speedy Tyres is running with Mountain, going down the inside through the rapid curves. Oh, this has got drama written all over. These guys are swapping positions like no tomorrow. Ricky Bobby's currently 9th. He's going down the inside of Adam on the exit. That'll set him up on the outside of the final turn at LOLO. Adam covers him off.
So Speedy Tyres just dropped a few spots.
Yeah, well, he got shuffled out of the pack there when he went wide.
Yeah, that's right.
And Scooter only 2 with the 2:37. Great lap there. As TX3 goes back past, takes D-Flow with him as well. So Scooter gets the fastest lap, then loses 2 spots.
This is what I was afraid of. It's a full slipstream track. This one.
It is for these guys.
No matter how hard you try, you get to that straight and they
Oh,
really
there's
get back
drama
in.
here though. D-Flow gets shuffled out of the pack coming through Prost. Wide on exit, he's lost a bucket load of spots there. He's back to 5th. Look at him though, 3 wide down into. Got to get this under control, boys, before you get to up to Wes. They're 3 wide. You don't want to be 3 wide through there.
Just looking at the replay.
Oh! D-Flow on the inside. It's going to run Scooter wide. He's going to hit the fence. Oh! Adam hits the fence. Adam's round. He's gone. Championship under control there for him.
I can't keep up with the cameras.
Adam's back to last. Big lose there. That's huge championship changing stuff there for Adam.
I don't think we're going to catch that though.
Yeah, he went wide through there with Scooter. They both went wide and clipped the fence, and he just bounced off the fence and spun him round.
Unlucky.
That's
That's
TX3 some breathing room.
not what he wanted. So Brocky definitely just sitting back now. TX3's pulled a gap.
Yep. He's got a little bit of breathing space now with these guys. So
I'll tell you what,
the battle pack now is from 6th and back.
I'm just
Look
about
at
to
this.
say I can see it. 3 wide.
Speedy Tyres down the inside. Oh, looks like Captain Muffin gets washed.
Oh!
Oh, Scooter's got loose again. Oh, look at this. This is drama. This is drama. Corgi's involved now as well. He's been sitting in 10th this whole way. He's just picking these guys off as they fall off in front of him.
Ricky Bobby. He's be loving this.
He's picking them off.
Not one to shy away from a bit of a battle, Ricky Bobby. He'd be loving being in the mix of it.
Absolutely. Is he going to make a move on Scooter into turn 1? That's Wardo. Down the inside. Oh, who was at the back? Speedy Tyres went really deep as well. He's actually bumped.
Oh, he's
Scooter.
out wide.
Oh, Speedy's wide. Corgi's to 8th now. Captain Muffin's been washed out back to 9th. Let's go side by side through a Lacey into Prost. Oh, sideways there from the CP car of Corgi.
Oh, Ricky Bobby's got to run on Scooter. He's not going to be able to do anything
Not
about it
here,
down through here.
Not down here. Not it up to Wes.
Tell you what, you can throw your car off with these curbs too, coming up to this bridge of Champs.
As Brent said during the M4 race, it's a really bumpy exit there on the last bit of up to Wes. Unsettles the car quite a bit. Tell you what though, just quietly, TX3 is just starting to range in on these two front runners. Less than a second now between them. If you can get to slipstream territory, he's going to catch them very quickly.
So we're probably coming up to our first set of pit stops, I believe. Morgan Davies, 2036 race lap, mega.
Yeah, in front without a toe. As he goes purple again.
Can we get a tyre and fuel update for the front 5? Let's go 5.
Let's go 5. I was just checking that out for you as you speak. So Morgan's just a little bit between 2/3 and half a tank. And sideways there on Exeter Croissant. Cyborg is a little bit better on fuel, probably a millimetre more fuel in the tank, so maybe another 1 or 2 kilograms in the tank. TX3's used quite a bit. He's almost at half a tank trying to catch these guys up, but he's putting in qualifiers at the moment. He's at 2039. D-Flow P4 at the moment. It's about the same as the Cyborg, and Mountain Goat as well. He's had a quiet race so far, the young kid.
Yeah.
In P5 there for Death Grip Racing.
Especially,
but he's also in really, really good shape, especially the tyres in that car actually.
Especially coming out blistering lapping and qualifying.
Oh, there you go. Mountain Goat. 2, 3, 4, 8, 8 there for fast lap of the race.
Now, I was just saying before we might be coming up to our first pit stop, so we're not even near it because we're only 8.5 minutes in.
Another 5 to 10 minutes, I reckon, for these guys. Depends on how long they want to run.
So it's heating up at the front. Brocky's just sitting there. I think Brocky's playing the game now.
Yeah. He's just... I think this is... it's going to help him save the car, and also it's going to be a mental battle with Davey. These guys here, obviously, the previous round, they got together a couple more times, and earlier in the season, again, they were bumping door handles quite a bit, as you expect with the guys running up the front. But now, obviously, the Cyborg's just trying that bit of a mental attack on Morgan, see if you put him under a bit of pressure. He might be able to force an error from the Deeds racer.
I tell you what, though, TX3 is just about in slipstream territory.
Yeah, he's getting closer. He's sitting around that 1.91 second margin, so he just says a little bit more. He's pushing the car, trying to catch up, but it's going to hurt him in the long run, but he needs to get on the back of them, otherwise they're going to slip away.
Just out of the toe, I think, as he's just slowly pulling out. D-Flow, mega race from D-Flow. Two rounds now in a row.
Check out old mate Corgi here. Started P14, currently 6th. That's the pace we expect from Corgi, aka DB007, for the guys playing at home.
So
just a quiet one too. You look back at the pack at the moment. Black Project on the very back of the pack. He's only 10 seconds off the lead on a track this long, and the line of the pack is actually quite long. So anybody makes a mistake, he'll pick them off.
And Adams had that bad turnaround on the bridge.
Yeah. He has that trouble too because of that massive spin he had. He's actually worn the back tyres quite a bit, where it got a wheel spin and started throwing the smoke shop, which looks really good and really cool. But he uses a lap of tyre wear just like that.
And Gazballs.
But on Black Project there, at the moment, the very back of the field. Pre-race discussion of Blacklight was he has to finish in the top 14, so far he's doing it.
Right.
Group A, big day for Blacklight to have a car in Group A GT, so we're pretty happy with him finishing anywhere on the track tonight, as long as he finishes.
And it's a big, as much as it doesn't seem like it, it's a big step up into Group A, because they just run consistent fast laps the whole race.
Yep. Look at these guys here. So far, lap pace to the front. Morgan's done a 2:11 first standing lap, then a 2:03.8, 2:03.6, 2:03.6, 2:03.6. That's the consistency of the lead Group A.
Oh no.
TX3 is there or thereabouts. He's close.
I'm just about to say, I can see that counter coming down.
He's just reaching his arm out the front of the car, trying to grab hold of that slipstream. He's not quite there, but if he gets a good exit out of Bordeaux, he might get hold of the back of him, and that's all he needs. It's not quite there. Oh, it's so close though.
Yeah, he's inching closer every lap.
See, he's inching close. As soon as he crosses that 0.75, he'll catch him inside a lap. He'll be right on the back of him, because that slipstream will be all the difference it needs.
And you can see, just on the straight, he's lost nearly three tenths of a second.
Yeah, 2 cars are faster than one here at St. Croix, unfortunately. So he's actually using a lot of car to try and keep up too. So he's doing everything he can to try and stay in the race, but it's hurting him in the long run.
Down in fourth, the D-Flow. He's got Mountain Goat all over the back of him.
Kid's been smart here. He's saving this car up. Keep an eye on him for later in the race. He's been that close to D-Flow for a couple of laps. He's just tucked in behind him, just saving the car a bit. I'm actually watching the throttle trace. He's lifting and he's coasting it through on half throttle. So he's doing quite a bit here to save the car up.
He's just sitting there, isn't he? He's not trying to go around him.
He's very close under that back wing too, so he's getting maximum slipstream benefit of that car in front. Look at how close he's tucked in behind him, nice and straight. Tell you what, very mature head on that young fella.
Not even looking for a pass. He just wants to be right behind him.
No point past him now, not here, because what's he going to do? He gets in front of him in this, but it's a 2-second gap to TX3, so what's the point? Make it up in the pit stop. If he gets a good fuel save here and makes up a second and a half in the pits, he'll be right at the back of TX3 after the next stop, and then he'll be in that top 4 battle. Yeah, play the long game.
So I'm not sure what's happened to Gasballs, but he's down the back of the pack too now.
Adam's pitted, by the way, guys, just if you're worried of the fact that someone will off the back. He's already been in. I don't know if he's had another incident and really burnt the tyres up, but he's jumped in the pits already. So it's a short first stint for him, so he's going to play short, long tonight, I'd say.
So
Keep an eye in towards the back of the race.
Gasballs and Ricky Bobby back are playing together again, like they were last round.
Yep, these two get stuck together. A couple of these guys here seem to find each other quite a bit.
I'm just looking at TX3 now, down through the back section of the track. Just seems to close the gap up, and just that straight really kills him.
He's in trouble, guys. TX3. His fuel numbers are way bad now. That car sits out in pack on its own. To put in perspective, in the top 5, he has half the fuel on board as everybody else. He's in trouble.
Well, hopefully he can make something work.
The tyres on the car look good. Like he's actually driving the car very well, but just the pain of being... The only one that's close to him is Davey, who's leading the way.
Yeah.
Obviously towing everybody else around. So Davey's in trouble in regards to the Cyborg, who's got quite a bit of fuel on him now, which is exactly what he's trying to do. Mountain Goat's the one to watch, though. He's got way more fuel than everyone else. Deflo's not bad either, though, but these guys are starting to back themselves away from the pack a bit too much. They need to pick up the pace if they want to stick to the back of this top 3, sorry.
And Cuck and DB007 or Corgi back down in 6th.
He's used some fuel to get through the pack as well.
And he's got Scooter following him around.
I'm actually just looking down through the field now. Everybody else, except for Cyborg, D-Flow, Mountain Goat, are all under a quarter of a tank. These guys are all above. So 2nd, 4th, 5th, the guys on fuel save. Everybody else is used quite a bit. TX3's used the most out of everybody in the entire field. And he's starting to drift again now too. He's dropped back out over a second. I reckon it'd be a smart move for you to slip into the pits now.
Yeah. He can come back out, pull a few fast laps, and maybe do the undercut. The undercut works well here.
Yep. Big long track, so if your car's slow, it'll be slow over a 2+ minute lap. which ends up hurting quite a lot at the back end of the race.
He's definitely losing time now. He's down to nearly 1.4.
I expect to see him slip in right now. Smart boy, this guy. He knows what he's doing. So Mountain makes the move there in the background on D-Flow. Gets done as well. D-Flow's going to have an argument with it, but I think it's going to tuck in through the rapids.
Right, so
Yeah,
Mountain Goat's made the move.
he has. I agree there, Womble too. I think that's a smart move there from Adam. Get himself out of traffic. Gazballs has done the same thing as well now for Death Grip. He's just come in with the pits previous lap.
Yep, here we
I
go.
think
We're all
these
pitting
guys
now.
Here they go. Yeah, look at the fuel difference. Oh no, Cyborg's going to come out with a commanding lead here.
Right,
Either Davey and TX3 have to short fuel to keep themselves in the race, or they're going to get swallowed. Ricky Bobby flies past. He's going to go long. Black Project's going to go long because he's like, oh well, might as well win in Rome.
Yeah, guys, just down at the CP pay, just down here, and they've got brand new engineers as well as their third birthday present from, I don't know who, some secret person that's been given like loads of money. But yeah, it turns out they've pulled the master stroke at the moment, just sitting behind Morgan. Meanwhile, Womble wanted the qualifying rerun and was not happy, so he is now consoling himself next to a birthday cake and a green beacon.
well,
okay, to change the lead effectively. Oh, Morgan's going to go straight back through the inside. Cyborg let him go.
yeah.
He's playing the game with him here.
And TX3, he's right there now, so TX3 had to have short filled.
He did. He short filled quite considerably, so he's either got to get a move on now and get on their back bumper and save, or he's going to have to take his medicine late in the race. It's going to hurt him later.
And we know he can pull a fast lap time. He's just got to get that toe. It's just killing him.
D-Flow's an interesting one as well. He slipped himself out of the back. Adam there. Look at the recovery from Adam so far.
Up to
He's
seven.
P7 now. And he's up to speed, so he's picking these guys up quick. And he's purple to the too.
And he's got the fastest lap.
Yep. He's been pushing.
Oh, see Mountain Goat taking on the fence there. I've done that a few times. There he goes
Again.
again.
Too wide out, you fall out of the groove coming through auto and you end up slapping the fence there, just like that. Oh, you got close. TX3's on the pack. Okay, this is it. TX3's tucked right into the back of Cyborg now. So now he's got to stay there, keep in this battle.
He's got to make up some of that fuel.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he can see it himself that he was using a ton load more than two in front.
You would have seen it when he went in that he was the lowest out of everybody. I expect Ricky Bobby and Black Project to pit this lap to get themselves out of the way. And Morgan Davey will be the effective race leader again.
There we go, they're in. So Ricky Bobby using... Oh, I was about to say Ricky Bobby had the better fuel save, but he does. Black Project
Ricky Bobby,
just chewing a bit more fuel.
Ricky Bobby had more fuel on board after each lap than TX3 had on the previous lap. That's how much it hurt TX3 to race that far off the pack. He's going to have to tuck in here, stay at the back of the Cyborg, play himself in later in the race.
It's also, with such the big aero on these cars, it's also hard to follow in a slipstream.
Yep, it is. Sort of like what the supercars guys are complaining about at the moment. That massive aero wash from the car in front. You don't know where you are, you can't see where you are, you can't...
Oh, I just seen Adam go off. I think it was Adam.
Oh. Yeah, it was. He's slow. He just did a 203 flat as well. Front end damage. Front left hand wheel is also pretty hurt. Just going to baby that car throughout to Wes. Don't push too hard. He won't turn in here.
He's just clipped the grass, hit the fence. He's got to have some damage there.
Yeah. It's alright, he's got it under control.
Oh, he's not having a good night. Alright, here we go. Morgan Davies leading the way. So Brocky taking advantage of the slipstream, which looks like he's fallen a little bit behind now.
Rocky's just playing the Brocky game at the moment. He's just saving that fuel. He knows what's going on. He's not silly. In the death group in the chat, the goat's going to be on the tools later because he's scratching that livery. Yeah, that chrome wrap is not cheap. I've been there before with Blacklight. I know how expensive that can get. So brave of you to put chrome paint on the chrome wrap on the car. And he's checked out. He's just dropped D-Flow like a hot stock there. 1.5 seconds over the last couple of laps.
Yep.
So he's on the move.
He saved his car as well in that first stint, I should say.
He
so
did.
we're going to see a good a good end to this stint.
So Mountain Goat in that first stint did a good save, kept his car straight, and now he's going to push, I'd say. This will be the session to push the second stint before the next stop. So he's worked the car. He near fueled at full too, so he's got plenty of fuel. He's got more fuel than the leaders do. So push now, son. Push, push, push. Get on the back of these guys. 2.7 seconds to close up on a pack that's trying to save.
The problem that we've seen though is how much of it hurt TX3's car running by himself. See?
Oh, Mountain Goat, hold on to it, son.
Seeing him run wide there
This
at
is
the
the
back.
thing. These guys here, they do more than just steer the car. They pull in the pits. They take notice of the guys around and what they're like for fuel. So he would know that TX3 is limited on fuel, and for him to get back out in front, he would know that he's short fueled. And the spotters too would tell him that, you know, TX3 is light, Cyborg's got good fuel, Davey's light, trying to lead the way. So Davey here at the moment with light fuel is trying to back these guys up to slow them up, because he wants TX3 and Cyborg to fight. Oh, that was close to the
TX3 was
background there.
nearly in the fence.
Cyborg almost went with him too. They were both wide on exit. They've hurt the lap. But this has given Davey that little bit of cutout. But look at the moment, 0.4 of a second. I guarantee it won't be that close at the bottom of the straight. I reckon the Cyborg will be right back on the back bumper again. Just watching Morgan at the moment. He's just driving very carefully. He's just like feathering the throttle, just very short shifting. He's shifting in the middle of the rev range at the moment, trying to save some fuel because he knows he's pulling these guys around the track.
He's definitely come to an agreement with the M6.
Sure has.
TX3 just rubbing paint on the back of Rocky's bumper there.
Yeah, TX3 still fuel compromised against these two here, but he is made up. He's done what he needed to do. He got himself on the back three, back of the top two, so he's on the podium at the moment. He's extending that gap to the Mountain Goat actually again now, so Mountain Goat's starting to feel that pressure of being on his own. And the other side of this coin too is TX3 sitting here nice and close. He puts the pressure on the Cyborg. He could force an error from the Tjaym. It's not unheard of.
I think he's just got to keep his wits about him and try fuel save to get back to where he needs to be.
So identical lap times there for P1 and 2, P1 and 3, sorry. So a 203.346 for first and third position that last lap. Cyborg did a 203.554 to get in between them.
Might do a bit of a...
Morgan Davey doing the fuel save at the moment, still doing a 203.3.
Yeah, it can be done around here on the fuel save. I've had a few, not so much that number because Morgan is next level, but it can be done. TX3 wide again. I'll jump back down. Where's the goat? 4 seconds now, so he's hurting. He's got D-Flow caught right up to him.
I think he made a mistake there actually, because his previous lap was a 204 flat, so he was a good lap. So I think he's just dropped off. He's either dropped the car wide out of one, or had a problem coming in down to Wes. Because that gap to D-Flow is 1.5 seconds at the line. D-Flow now has got it all to do here. He's going to ride on him. Adam there just behind him. He's on the fuel light too, so he'll be in this lap. Out of sequence with everyone around him. This will be a long stop for Adam too, I'd say.
Does D-Flow do anything with Mountain Goat here? I think it should tell you to just sit behind him like Mountain Goat was doing to him the first sector. Sorry, the first stint.
Yeah, I think Mountain Goat's almost in that position now where he's going to have to try and race for fourth. 4 seconds now to the top three. That's a big gap to try and make up. Unless there's a mistake up front or a fuel issue at the end, he's probably going to have to start thinking about whether he's going to consolidate fourth position for solid points for Death Kip Racing. Because he's actually effectively racing D-Flow here for fourth position. Adam at the moment is a bit of a question mark over where he finished, considering he's out of sequence as he tries to slip in the pits.
Yep. He's in again. So what's he going on?
This battle here though. 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. Side by side call, you versus Scooter. Into turn one. Nicely done. Oh, nicely done for Scooter to tuck it back in there as well.
A CP sandwich.
Not a place you want to be. Those cars do look great though. I think they are all.
Well, there might have been a bit of a touch there.
Design cars, those ones. There was a little bit of a touch up there
See if we can catch that one. On the
on the exit across to
Auto one
the side
replay.
of the biggest car. Exit across to the side of the biggest accident we've ever seen at this track. Early season of Throughhouse, there was a massive car crash there. It was like 7 cars, I think it was.
Oh.
Huge stack.
I think it was a bit of a touch there from Speedy Tyres onto Scooter, who then pushed him onto Corgi.
Oh, TX3 is in danger of losing this catch up here. He's almost out of slipstream range of these two as they run onto the straight. He's out of slipstream if he doesn't get on this corner.
Tell you what,
He's got it. Oh,
he's just got it.
he's just on it. He needs to stay on this slipstream though. His fuel is compromised against these two, so he needs to make up the time.
Not only that, guys, he's also needing to make a position on Brocky, because as it stands, Brocky and Morgan are equal on championship points.
What?
If it finishes like this, they'll both go in with an even gap. How's that? That'll set up a cliffhanger at the Nürburgring. So, just the boffins telling me at the session while they're having a few.
I think they're telling you some fibs.
I think they're telling you some fibs too.
I don't think Brocky's even in the top 5.
Brewski's known to have a yarn or two, so I'm not believing him until he sells the news anyway.
But it does look like TX3's car's hurting a little bit. He just seems to be falling off the pack. Just that little bit.
Yeah, he is. His tyre weight's a little bit higher in the front. The rears aren't too bad. Just looking at Morgan's car at the moment for comparisons, and Morgan's car is using the left rear quite a bit, and obviously he's burning more fuel than the guys around him. So Cyborg is in the box seat here at the moment, I would say.
Just looking at the car behaviour of TX3, he's really struggling to keep up now.
He's on that teetering point.
Morgan's doing a really good job to lead this whole race with the lap times that are going on and still be leading and holding off the likes of Brocky and TX3.
Brocky just did his fastest lap of the race too with a 203.475 against Morgan's 203.346. TX3's fast lap was lap 11 and 203.346. He goes purple through sector 2, TX3 with that massive slipstream on the British champions. So he's tucked himself right back up again.
Yep. He's realised he's got to stay there.
He's just slipped under a quarter of a tank though, so he's trouble for fuel at the moment. It's going to have to be a big third stint for him to stay in contention with these two. I think he's pretty safe for third position though at the moment, because Mount Goat slipped back even further to 5.4 seconds away.
So we'll probably...
Oh, Corgi! 202.917 there for the fast lap of the race, on lap 12. Knock that in there.
And he's made his way up to 6, so he's got around Scooter. D-Flow having another stellar drive.
Absolutely. He's had a really good back end of the season.
And Mountain Goat. So Mountain Goat, which has been quick all season, but he started in Group B this season, didn't he? He made his way to Group A.
Oh! Ho, ho. TX3 just 3 wheels it out of the end of the S's there. Lifted up the right front on the exit. It was a big wiggle across the apex of the corner. He managed to gather it up without touching the fence. Far out, that was close work. Just another 203.3.
It's turning into a little bit of a boring race if they stay like this. We want to see Brocky maybe pull out and have a go.
He's not going to have a go yet. He's saving too much fuel to be having a go. Doesn't want to lead.
Not to the last lap.
Maybe Morgan should just back himself up a little bit and start slowing him up. Might force the issue and make Cyborg make him go past. If I was the DGG, I'd be telling Morgan to start slowing these guys up. Make it hurt him to sit behind him. Make him actually fight for the lead. Because if he can get one of these guys to lead the way, he can save some fuel behind them. Because at the moment the fuel difference is he's actually closer to TX3 than he is to Cyborg now for fuel.
So Cyborg could be the effective gainer out of the 3, but
well,
if TX3 is making up fuel and Morgan's using it to stay in front, it's going to be a battle for second by the look of it.
This is my thought process at the moment. At the moment, looking at them and looking at the data over in front of me, Morgan's actually in danger of losing second position at the moment of the race. If he can't find a way to save some fuel at the moment, TX3 might be able to grab him through the pit stop, and then he'll be racing TX3 to the line for second position, whereas Brocky will be 5 seconds down the road.
Here goes
And he
Brocky.
makes the move down the inside now.
Brocky can see he's hurting.
Yep, he's going to get it done. Morgan's going to sit with him on the inside. Oh, this is dangerous through the S's, boys. Here we go, door handle to door handle. This is the racing you're looking for. These guys love a bit of a bump and grind as well. Through the... Oh, there we go. Morgan runs him wide as well.
And look what it's
TX3's
done.
back in this. It's caught TX3 up as well. Here we go. The lines, races starting to line up now. Side by side through a lower low. TX3 can't afford to be
TX3
racing
hits
these
the
guys on
walls.
this though.
He can't afford to be. He needs to just watch it all unfold. Well, that was
TX3 2 lights just come on.
that was a short-lived bit of excitement.
Captain Muffin's the first to blink out of position 8 into the pits.
So something's gone wrong with TX3 here because he has just dropped a second.
Yeah, he's losing fuel. He's on the light now. He knows he's in trouble.
So he's just got the trim down a little bit.
Yeah, he's short shifting at the moment, trying to get the car around again to get back to the pits. But he's about to lose contention with these guys. I think Morgan might have done enough here to hold second at least.
Mountain Goat in fourth. He's still got D-Flow there. D-Flow's just probably making this work, I think.
D-Flow has got a huge fuel advantage at the moment. He's probably the best in the top 5 or 6. Oh, Corgi's better again. Look out. So Corgi currently P6. He's too far behind for it to make much of a difference, but he's going to make up some massive time on these guys in front of him shortly.
So we're probably going to see an extra lap out of Rocky and Morgan. Would that be fair to say?
Nah, Morgan will be in this lap. He's on the light as well. I expect Cyborg to follow him in as well. He's not going to go around by himself and burn off that fuel advantage he's got. He's going to shadow Davey into the pits and jump him through the pit stop and get out and lead the race. So either Davey's going to have to roll the dice here with a short field and try and get on the back of him and stay on the back of him and make a run of it at the end of the race, or he's going to have to concede second and try and beat TDR, who is now 1.8 seconds behind. He's starting to lose some touch with these guys.
Just looking at Black Project, who's sitting in 10th, and he's probably pulling away from Adam at the moment because Adam's just maybe overdriving the car. He seems to be touching a few of the fences.
Oh, look at that fuel difference. 13 versus 3 versus 1 at the pits.
So there's nothing in it between Davies and TX3 though.
No, that's the battle for second, I think. I think Cyborg's about to pull a couple of seconds clear. I'm on board with D-Flow in the pits at the moment. Everyone's in. They're all in.
D-Flow with the same fuel save as Brocky, so they're all on the same strategy. Here we go. Brocky comes out easily. Where's Adam?
Adam coming down the straight now on Black Project as well, who's probably out of sequence. These guys haven't pitted yet though, so they're both light. They're not in contention. Where's TX3? Oh, he full filled. Okay, this is interesting. TX3's filled the car, absolutely brimmed the Auto 1 Ragged Edge racing car. So that says me one thing, he's going to run to the end in qualifying laps.
So he's still in 5th, that's good points.
Well, effectively 3rd. Because you take Adam and Black Project out of the equation, who aren't in sequence.
So
and he's 3rd on the road.
You take fastest lap, and oh no, who got pole? That was Morgan anyway, wasn't it? No, Brocky.
Nah, it was Speedy. Speedy got pole.
Speedy did. So
yep.
If he takes fastest lap, he will be tied with Morgan. So he won't lose or gain any points for the round if he stays 3rd.
I tell you what, if Morgan and Brocky start fighting for the lead here, and TX3, who's overfilled the car, he can push home as hard as he possibly can, he might catch these guys up. We're talking about a 5.7 second gap at the moment, but these guys are going to back each other up when they start banging door handles shortly, as they will these two. That's 0.3 of a second the gap, and Morgan in second, right on the back bumper of Brocky. So that lead hasn't quite worked out the way Cyborg wanted it to. The fuel gain is Morgan slightly light on fuel, so if he sits there behind him for a couple of laps, he's going to equalise that fuel, and these guys are going to be able to run to the end.
Yeah, guys, just down at the pits as well. I've just had a chat with the CP crew. They wouldn't tell me much. However, I had a look at the fuel gauges just before, and Morgan has just 2% less than Brocky at this stage. So Brocky has a tiny bit more fuel to fight with. But we'll see what happens with TX3 as well when he gets to them, because that's going to be a spicy little meatball for the end of the race.
I think Morgan just needs to play with his head here and just sit behind Brocky, because that's all that you need to do.
Look at him, left mirror, right leader, left mirror, right mirror. He's going backwards and forwards behind the CP car. This is going to be an awesome finish to the race here between these two. The Black Project slips through the pits now. Looks like Adam's going to go round again.
Yeah, I've seen Adam go around again, so he's got to be playing the long stop, but he's definitely out of sequence. TX3 looks like
in this race
D-Flow.
too, though. He's in the race. He's on for a podium here too. You take Adam out of the equation, these two are racing for third. He's in with a chance for the podium here for Chill Out Systems Racing Cars Like Legends. His own team as well.
And he's in the tow, there's no doubt about that.
Purple sector from D-Flow. Oh, this race is going to wind up here, guys. This is about to get really, really, really entertaining. So, if you need to pee, this is the time to do it. 13 minutes to go. I reckon inside of 10 minutes, this race here, you're not going to want to put it down. It's going to be absolutely amazing finish to the race.
Oh, just sportsmanship. It's given TX3 the hurry up. You can see Brocky and Davies up the front there. There's not far in front.
2.5 a second gap. I'm just watching this fuel load here. It's starting to equalise between the leaders as well. D-Flow's done. Morgan Davey is doing enough here to keep the fuel load. Look at Adam though, tucked right on the back of him here on the fuel light. Happy as Larry. Get your TV time there. Not the way he would have wanted his race to go, but he's probably still in a chance for a top 6, 7-ish kind of. Might come out somewhere with Corgi in a much better car.
Oh, I thought I'd just seen D-Flow run up the inside, but he stays behind. Little does he know that TX3's probably got a full tank on board. So just a little mistake there from Davies. Brocky's pulled out of half a second.
He needs to equalise that gap. Davies' car's got much better rubber on it already though, so Cyborg's working those tyres out as Adam pulls into the pits to get himself out of the way. It's now going to be a straight fight. Brocky and Davey, and look at TX3 and D-Flow, they're not far behind. They're 3.7 seconds. They've pulled 2 seconds in 2 laps.
Yep.
They're coming home like a train.
I was just about to mention it, and I was thinking, I can see that gap getting closer and closer, but it's...
Wow. Cyborg did a 2:04.2 that previous lap. TX3 did a 2:03.3. They put second in the lap. 2:03 flat there from D-Flow right behind him. So those guys are coming. This could be a 4-car race at the end of this event.
It would be a bit of a good outing for CP to take the win tonight on their at 3rd anniversary. But
and to beat Morgan at his home track for Deeds Racing as well. It's going to be, there's everything to play for these front 2 guys.
I don't think Morgan's going to let it happen though. He's going to want maximum points. Although
the fuel load has all but equalised now, so these guys are racing for the win now. I think Davey's given Rocky back some of his own medicine here. He's just going to sit on that back bumper for a couple of laps.
Brocky's really struggled. Really struggled a few races this season to come to terms with the grip of the car, but he's coming good at the end of the season and being out in front on the Group A race, holding off the likes of Morgan.
Look at this. Look at this, 2.7 seconds is the gap to 3rd. TX3 and D-Flow are flying. They're catching these guys up 0.4 of a second per split at the moment. They're really roaring these guys in. As Davey takes the lead of the race at Croissant. Go time for Deeds Racing here.
See if we can catch it. We're gonna, as he comes down through the flat. Down to Croissant. Goes to the inside. Easy. Just like that.
Oh wow, TX3 and D-Flow are flying. They're in the low 203s. They're a second lap quicker than the leaders. We're playing funny back to each other, trying to save fuel at the moment. As these two are flying in the background. Look at how close they are. 2.5 seconds at the gap. Look at D-Flow pushing TX3 down the track. This is great. 2:03.235 there for TX3 in that previous lap. 2:03 flat again for D-Flow. That's 2 laps in a row he's been in the flats. Brocky does a 2:04.299 and 2:03.7 from Morgan Davey when he took the lead.
Oh, a bit of a touch there on D-Flow.
I saw that mid-corner wiggle.
Just looking at Mountain Goat. Mountain Goat's not far back, although he does
He's
have
2.5 seconds.
a corgi. Probably going to be breathing down his neck shortly.
Pretty ties there too. These guys here are 8 seconds off the lead, but again though, if that front pack builds up to 4 cars, they're going to slow each other up to a second or so a lap, and these guys will start really closing in. They're in the low 203s. This corgi sideways on exit.
I'll do a bit of a run down the field because we haven't spent much time down the back. Captain Mutton's down in 8th. Scooter in 9th. Scooter had a pretty good start to the race, but he's just dwindling down to the back. Diego sitting around the 10th. Ricky Bobby and Gazballs down in 11th and 12th again.
Attached to the hip, those guys.
And Adam for 13th, so he's come out on his later pit stop. It's done him no good. And Black Project rounds out the 14, so he's on the lead lap, so congratulations to Black Project. It's a fast field, this one. Here we go. Brocky is right on Morgan now. How far back's TX3? Down to 2.5 seconds.
Drifted a little bit. They've drifted a little bit out of that lap, but I think that's a bit more of the two big fat guys have really started to rip the pace up a bit now. Let's watch these guys at this lap, see how fast they go around. I reckon they've made up that second though. They were losing that last couple of laps. But this is about to get, look at this is about to get full on with these two leaders. Look at the Cyborg, he's right in that back bumper again. 203.5 at the line there for Morgan. So those guys have actually picked up the pace now. They've actually stabilised that gap back to third.
So it looks like D-Flow sitting behind TX3. He's probably going to make a move later in the race, which could take a few points off of TX3. Not with Morgan Davey is leading the race though. Not where TX3 wants him to be.
I just have that feeling this race is going to really pop off in the next couple of minutes. Cyborg and Davey, they're not really fighting at the moment. They're sort of just playing funny buggers around the mirrors. But I think once these guys start to try and swap position, actually start racing for the win, they're going to slow each other up to the mid 204s. They're going to lose a second a lap on the guys behind him. If these guys stay nose to tail, they're going to catch them very quickly. As Brocky goes down the inside, down the bridge of champions. See, look, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. He's just pucked his nose down the inside. They got up beside him, they just backed out of it again. So they're playing games at the moment, these two, and it might come and bite them at the end because the gap is starting to drop again to third.
Yeah, I can see it was 2.5 at the end of the bridge. It's now down to 2.2 just about.
And they'd be aware of that too. They're not silly. They know what's going on, but they've got to be very careful because you do not want TX3 and D-Flow in this party for the lead.
But we potentially only got 3 laps left.
They only need a lap to catch him. 2.5 seconds is not that far. This is a long lap. If these guys slow each other up on the run into the back straight or something and lose that run, third and fourth are going to catch him very, very quickly.
They're still getting them. They're still bringing it down 1/10 at a time every corner. Down to 2.2 again. Bit of a wiggle there from Morgan.
Deflow's in good position here in fourth at the moment. That car's looking very good. At worst, he might be fighting for a podium. At best, he might be fighting for the win here.
I think D-Flow is just playing the game. He can see he's got a better shaped car than TX3. Sit behind him till the last lap.
And 5 minutes to go. It's probably good for another 3 laps yet. Are we going to go to 25 laps? So go side by side. Look at Davey. He's starting to do that cover line in the run into Prost. He's going to back these two up on exit. The gap's now 2.1 seconds. The guys are starting to close in. Going through up to Wes.
Starting to get
taking into account that these guys not make a mistake as well. If there's a mistake happens, this could be on for everything.
I was just about to say, getting to the end of the stint too, where mistakes can creep in, and you've been racing for 45 minutes now.
Yeah, fatigue will start slipping in as well. Obviously the heart rate goes up now as the gap's now 1.8 seconds. TX3 and D-Fly are catching up. Oh, Morgan sideways at the wall there for the Cyborg 2 on exit of Dom Perignon. That's the kind of mistakes we talk about here, guys. That would have hurt them on exit.
So, have we got a tyre and fuel update for the top 4? Because we know TX3 filled to the brim, but is he chewing the car up too much?
Okay, so Davy's just over a quarter of a tank. Cyborgs are probably a thimble more than that. They're not very far apart. Obviously, Davy's used up more fuel. TX3's better again than the pair of them, and D-Flow's better again.
So D-Flow is the major winner here. If something's to go wrong, he can really pound that car home. That didn't sound good.
Looking at tyre wear, TX3's hurting the most for tyres, but D-Flow's the best. If those two can catch up, they're in the race. They're definitely in the race. Corgi's closing on Mountain Goat as well for fifth position as well, so these guys will be there to mop up any mess happens if these top four get into a battle. Morgan, tell you what, this is a mature drive for Morgan at the moment to be leading this long on a track that's heavily dependent on slipstream.
Well, we knew he was the contender to beat coming into this round because it's Deed's home track, but he certainly showed the way. He's keeping ahead of Brocky, and I don't even think Brocky is playing games anymore. This is coming down to the wire now.
Just looking at the tyre wear between the front two, they're both about the same for tyres. Cyborg's still a little bit better off for fuel, but I don't think it's going to be much of a factor now. You burn probably a tenth of a tank, maybe a lap, maybe a bit more. They might be pretty clear to get home on fuel.
Just looks like TX3 and D-Flow are just starting to back off a little.
They drifted a little bit, it's out to 2.2 again. But again, though, the two lead guys have had another lap now where they've not really done much battling, so they do slow each other up to the tune of a second a lap when they start battling, which means that TX3 and D-Flow will catch up very quickly in that regard. But this is just stabilised again for the lead at the moment, so Morgan's leading the way with Cyborg tucked right into that back bumper.
I think we're gonna see a last lap board come up when they come around the next time.
Yep. Oh, Cyborg has another look on the outside, coming to the flat. Oh, Morgan runs to the inside. Cyborg gives him a little bit of a tap up the inside there. Morgan had to run really deep on the brakes there to try and get the car pulled up. That was a big move. Cyborg now really putting maximum pressure on through the S's.
Bad spot through here too. That's understeer central.
Especially there where the car bottoms out there. You saw the sparks. Bottoms out.
Oh,
Understeer. Cyborg out wide in the fence there. Hope that wasn't a penalty. That was a wide exit. Looks like D-Flow's decided he wants to make a move on TX3 now for third position. I think he sees the writings on the wall for them guys to catch the leaders now. It might be on for third now between these two. D-Flow runs wide on the outside. This will be the last lap too.
D-Flow goes in. Goes for the move. He's
not quite.
Not
TX3
quite.
runs deep and pumps him off.
Oh, TX3 runs wide. I tell you what, they've gapped the field now though. Corgi up to fifth. He's got Mountain Goat.
Sharp fuel light for Corgi. Fuel light for Mountain Goat. These guys are shorter field than the leaders. Fuel light's all the way down the field, so might end up with some guys running out of fuel at the end. The gap's 0.7. Davey's pulling away. He's dropped the hammer on the Deeds car. Has he broken the Cyborg here?
Well,
Under the bridge.
I think he has.
0.8.
Brocky needs to do some good late braking here to get into this slipstream for the back straight.
Look at this third and fourth. Side by side across the bridge. D-Flow on the outside. T-Star on the inside. It's going to be late braking here for these guys. They're both braking at the same time. T-Star on the inside. D-Flow's going to try and get a good run here out of the corner. Get the crisscross. He's tucked right up underneath. This is going to be a big run along the back straight for these two. TX3 trying everything to cover the line. He needs to slow him up on exit here. Kill off that slipstream run. This is the race at the end now, these guys. I think the race for the lead's over.
He's got to go defensive.
Alright, he's won all the way to the inside. He's going to run the outside for the flat. Now he gets to make one move out of the flat. Which way is he going to go? He sits right in the middle of the track. Good positioning there from TX3. He's going to make D-Flow go around the outside. TX3 tries to turn the late turn in for T-Flow to try and get a straight line exit. This is going to be side by side on the run through. He's going to put him on the outside for the S's. TX3 covers him off.
Oh, I think TX3's probably just done enough. Might jump back up the front.
Back to the lead. Morgan's already celebrating.
Well,
the lights are on. He's flashing the lights.
He's led start to finish pretty well.
Yep. That's it. Big one there for D-Tracing. Morgan wins it.
Rocky second. TX3 just holds out third.
Look at that run for third. Great job, guys. Mountain Goat got called at the end. Good job. Mountain Goat fifth. 6 and 7 for the CP boys of Corgi and Speedy Tyres. Scooter 82 there at the end.
What are we seeing?
8th.
Corgi may have run out of fuel.
Double check it. Yeah, he did.
Diego down in 10th. Ricky Bobby 11th.
Oh, Ricky. Yeah, nearly get some gas balls. 12th position. Adam ends up 13th. Adam stole the fastest lap, by the way, guys, there with a 2:02.616 there on lap 21. Sorry to miss that for you, mate.
And Black Project
finishes just off the back.
So,
Great job, mate.
good drive from Black Project. But the big winner tonight's Morgan Davies. He definitely made that look easy.
Oh, he's still rocking his retro suit there.
It's good colours, that's why. Red, white and blue.
Yeah, guys, just down here at the Deeds pits, and I have to apologise to Jim Bob. I'm covered in Oat Cream Juice Train and Laurel Creeks. The team's just going absolutely ballistic down here. Yeah, and the guys at CP, they're very, very respectful. They've been shaking hands with the Deeds crew. But the place is a mess.
Well,
That's
he's
right.
pulled off a good race from start to finish, and he earned them points. But it's gained him a few points to the championship as well. We might do a recap of the race, of the race here, which we all know only just happened. But Davies comes home, start to finish, led the race in style too, with the fastest lap at one point and pulling off just super quick laps, even with people in his slipstream. Brocky comes home for second. TX3 holds out third with D-Flow chasing him down in fourth. Mountain Goat for fifth. Sixth would be Corgi. Seventh would be Speedy Tyres. 8th is Scooter 82 for a good run tonight. Captain Muffin for 9th. Diego for 10th. Ricky Bobby for 11th. Jazz Balls for 12th. Adam for 13th, who's just night didn't go to plan. And stepping up to Group A for the first time, Black Project brings home 14th and not far behind the pack at all. And on lap 21, we had Adam take the fastest lap with a 2:02.6, so a qualifying lap time on lap 21. There you go.
Driver of the day, please, guys. Be great to see.
Yes.
Just a quick question, fellas. Would you like to hear preliminary points gap at this stage, just with some calculations from a not-so-good Deeds fuelman?
Well, we're a bit scared to hear the points gap after the last one you told us.
This stage, boys, judging from previous results and whatnot, there's a 1-point gap between TX3 and Morgan, and it's in TX3's favour as we head to Nürburgring.
There you have it. So
take what you will. I might have stuffed it up.
we'll see. They'll get done shortly once the stream finishes. I'll jump on there and do the preliminary points. Can't get my words out lately. But there we go. We go to round 6 at Nürburgring. It's going to be one super tight race. I don't think I've got the call in me for a super tight race like that. It's going to be mega.
She was pretty full on tonight, but it means the championship goes right down to the last lane of the championship as well. So it's awesome to see these guys fighting for millimetres of track space too. Mega drive tonight from Morgan. That's huge to lead the way on a slipstream dependent track like that, to lead the way and stay in front for most of the race, and then manage to hold off a massive push there from the 5-time at the end of that Cyborg there. Great race from him. You know, he probably needed another really solid result there. Had an up and down season, so really awesome to see him ride, and he was alright in that as well.
Yeah, Brocky, he needed a good race. He's had a few bad ones, but he definitely showed tonight he's still a front runner, obviously, because he's missed a 5-time, but yeah, he needed a good one just for a confidence boost, I think.
Absolutely. TX3 obviously hurt himself in the first sector, in the first stint of the race. They're trying to keep up out on his own there, playing the coulda, woulda, shoulda, I suppose. But again, though, at the very end of the race, so he pulled 2 and a bit seconds on the guys in front of him. He didn't quite have the car at the end to catch right up, but still managed to hold on to a podium as well. So that's decent points there for your guys.
Yeah, he definitely hurting in the fuel at one point, so he definitely used his head and sat behind Brocky there to get back into contention.
Absolutely. And I think my driver of the day there will go to D-Flow there. That was a solid drive from D-Flow. Gets himself just shy of the podium there. after being quite a long way back in the first stint as well, he was back as far as 6th at one stage and quite a bit further back. He's managed to jump the mountain gate there and then pull a good gap on him in that middle stint. So he's done a really good job there, D-Flow, to really cement himself as a front runner in Group A.
Yep, he's coming strong towards the end, so I think I'll give mine to D-Flow as well. That was a good race.
Can't argue with the kid there at the end as well. Mountain Goat, another solid event for him. Shows the mature head on the young shoulders of his. Obviously one of the youngest guys we have in Sector 1. But he's up there banging door handles with the top of the tree at the moment and really showing that he deserves to be up there. So I think, what did he finish, 5th in the end there? Yeah, P5 in the end for Mountain Goat, which is a really solid finish. He actually beat Corgi at the end, who ran out of fuel. So again, got himself in contention, got passed by Corgi there at the end of the race and stayed right in it. And then when Corgi runs out of fuel, he just jumps him at the end. And it wasn't by much, it was like 0.6 of a second he ended up beating him by at the end as well. So very close, that secondary pack there between Mountain Goat, Corgi, Speedy Tyres and Scooter.
Well, as we head to Nürburgring, things are shaping up, and it's like we were saying, it's down to 1 or 2 points maybe at the top of probably both the classes now, the M4 and the M6. Yeah. And probably one of our best seasons ever for a finish points wise. Absolutely.
Usually it's pretty much one and done by now, so to have it this close at the end of the season is phenomenal, and it shows the level of quality that we have at racing here at Sector 1 now. These cars are so close together. Qualifying showed that as well. The whole field was gapped by just over a second, all the way back to it, especially with Black Project being in the field, someone that normally runs in B, getting the call up this round, and he was within a second of the pole position, so around a second from pole position. But,
it also shows... Sorry, go.
Moving into Germany for the next round as well, that's a completely different kind of track than what we raced tonight. Like tonight was a massive slipstream circuit.
Yeah.
Germany's all about braking and getting yourself down the inside. There's plenty of massive passing opportunities at Nürburgring. A lot of opportunities to pass there, so you would see a lot more cars popping themselves out of the pack and slipping down the inside. So I think qualifying will be key to get yourself right at the front of the pack. And I think we'll see drama. I think there's going to be cars into each other and
I think we're going to see the right names at the right end of the field, and it's going to be one hell of a race.
I can't wait to watch that one. It's going to be a big one.
But I think we could pretty much come to an end there tonight. We got, I reckon we could go with D-Flow for driver of the day. So there's not too many on there. We got Goat. Goat's got 2. Oh, it might be Goat here. There's not too many out there, so Goat's leading at the moment. Let me just write that down in my notes.
Womble got a driver of the day vote.
Womble, that's a solid drive from Womble.
So quick, we never saw him.
So I think that just about wraps us up for tonight. So yeah, don't forget the community series on Thursday night. We'll be running that one. Also, it'll be Group B next Sunday night, which will then shake.
Don't remind us.
That's going to shake up the points again for the teams in the combined teams championships. We'll try and get some points up for them as well for the next stream. And yeah, I think that pretty much concludes it. So thanks to all the viewers for jumping in and watching tonight. Thanks to Brent for his first time back in the box for a while.
Yeah, great job, mate. Well done.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure, and I'll wash your suit later, Jim Bob.
And also thanks to Lucas, as always. And we will be seeing you trackside next Sunday night, live on Sector 1. See you then.